Hey, OnlyFans people, it is 5 a.m. I swear, I literally just woke up and I am exactly 1 month away from skating my third Olympics. And I thought, as a dietitian, maybe it could be interesting coming along for a full day of what do I eat in a day. So let's go. So before the day really starts, I always weigh myself. I mean, the main thing with nutrition, I have a specific weight that I want to get while maintaining energy. And, oh man, we're right on it. This thing is a Hume body scale. Pretty cool. It measures the body composition. Just gonna hold it in this awkward position that I'm standing in for about 20 seconds. And that's gonna show you your body fat, your muscle fat, and yeah, I mean, everything you would get in a body composition scan, so a DEXA scan, and it doesn't take much. And then that sends that directly to my phone, which is super cool. And it pairs with this band or bracelet that I'm wearing. Is basically like a health tracker, like a Whoop or an Oura Ring. So I think that's nice. I'm pretty simple when it comes to nutrition, I think. It's really just getting the best amount of energy without gaining weight and maintaining that body composition. So you're gonna see today I eat a lot of carbs and I have a lot of tiny frequent meals just to maintain high but stable energy levels. And carbs because it's the best fuel for the body. And also a lot of supplements and kind of like small energy bars and protein bars. Today is gonna be 2 workouts. One of them is on ice, is the first one, the fun one, at the rink here in Canada, Calgary. And that's gonna be kind of like race imitation. So doing as a race basically, but a shorter amount. Say instead of doing a whole 3K, that's 7.5 laps, I'll just do 2.5 laps, but I'll do it 6 times because it takes a little less energy. And it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be paired with my teammate Ted. He's the Olympic champion in the 5K, so that's good competition there, and I'll just dial in my racing. Before the Olympics, I have a World Cup in Germany, Insel, that I'm really stoked about. I have high hopes after the last World Cup went super well. So yeah, just really trying to get my pace on point and that feeling, the track pattern, and then the afternoon, a dryland workout. So that's on shoes, where we do skating imitation things, basically a little bit of weightlifting, a little bit of core, and then just jog for 30 minutes and do 5 jumps, jog for 30 minutes, 5 jumps, and do that for about 2 hours. So that also demands a lot of eating because that's a massive energy expenditure. So let's get to it. So the fact that I leave for Europe in a week, or even less than a week, means that I am adapting for the time zone little by little. I generally like waking up early and I get really lazy at night. So I wake up early to prepare for that, and I make sourdough bread. You can ask my friends, I do basically bake a loaf of sourdough every single day. And when my wife's not here, which is the case now, I eat just about that entire loaf on my own every day. So I preheat my oven for about half an hour and then shove it in there, fresh from the fridge, proofed overnight, and I just enjoy that with different toppings, or mostly sliced deli, anything with a lot of protein, and before the workout with a lot of sugar, so it could be peanut butter honey combination and stuff like that. Very simple, but you know, it's good stuff, and I like it. Makes me, reminds me of home in Denmark, where bread is basically the key ingredient and the key thing in every meal of the day. I figured while the bread is in the oven, I can kind of introduce you to the supplements that I take. I'm not really doing any ads on OnlyFans, but these are the brands and there's a reason for it. So I take a thing called OLYMPIAN, have 3 different of these. That's actually a Danish brand, just like myself. And vitamin D, vitamin C, and glutathione. So these are basically just to be healthy. They're cool because they're liposomal, so that means a much higher percentage of it actually goes into your bloodstream and into your system. So take these 3. Vitamin D is often not the most essential here in Calgary because it's sunny literally every single day. But when traveling abroad, I mean, the coming races, or the races this year have been in the Netherlands and Norway. There are Europeans in Poland. Not the most sunny places, so essential to get that. And then yeah, glutathione just for basically the blood health immune system. And I enjoy those. And then I take KSM 66, so pure ashwagandha. Thing I used for a year now, and that has been super nice in terms of like lowering my cortisol, more deep sleep, more sleep in general. And yeah, those are basically the products. And throughout the day, everything I drink, I put beta-alanine in, so I get 5 to 6 grams of that per day, so like a lactate buffer. And then, you know, you'll see the rest when we're at the workouts. There you have it. All right, this is my dessert. If I had bananas, I would do my classic peanut butter, honey, banana, and a bit of salt. I'm out. So second best option, just peanut butter and honey. And that should be it. And then together with my breakfast, I always have coffee of some sort when I'm busy. Espresso machine, but most of the time I do my own little pour over. Preferably V60. That one's in the dishwasher today, so I'll be doing Chemex, but I do like 2 cups of coffee in the morning, 1 for lunch. Obviously this is because I like coffee, but also because there's good evidence that it's good for training, and you know, we all know how it wakes you up. So for morning workouts and in the minus 20 Celsius calorie, it's kind of nice waking up that way. So let's get grinding. So that ended up being 4 slices of bread, with 2 of them having ricotta and honey and salt, and then 2 of them peanut butter and honey and salt. So just about probably 700 calories, primarily carbohydrates, because that's what I need right now. And then this here is what I'll bring to practice: a gel and a Ride energy bar that I'll eat kind of before and during my workout, and then a protein bar for right after. And this thing, unbroken hydrolyzed salmon, as gross as that may sound, it's super cool. It's really just, yeah, kind of condensed salmon protein that you can absorb as you train. So I've been using those for half a year, and just helps me start my recovery before the workout is even done. So use 2 of those taps. They taste okay, I would say, but put those in my water bottle. And then for workouts like today that are not crazy hard on the ice, at least, I don't use any isotonic or any sugar in the water. Yeah, I can absorb the gel, which is a little nicer, I think. Back home from the rink. It takes a little while to get home because you can't park really close, and you know, it's a drive and getting back up into our little apartment here. And it's time to eat a bunch of carbs, and because I have another workout later to eat a lot of bread, but also, you know, I'm gonna estimate this at the end of the video, but you can probably imagine I eat a ton of calories per day, so an entire bread loaf isn't that crazy after all. But I just got into this routine of super simple sourdoughs. Not too much, but a little bit of protein on top, so some sliced meat or some dairy things, cottage cheese or ricotta, and just enjoy that. Maybe some honey. It's pretty sweet. It's super important for me to eat right away, so obviously I had that protein-ish carb bar right after ice, and also hot chocolate at the rink, so refueled, and then this is just, you know, more food. So the whole skating life is super busy, and I feel like making pizzas is kind of my creative outlet, and I get very experimental at times. I've had some bad ones like curry, yogurt, banana pizzas, and things that didn't work out. But it's fun, and it takes, you know, very little time and money and effort. So it's a cool hobby, and it's perfect. I mean, pizzas are fantastic. I just make these very simple. Making 2, that's about total with the toppings, maybe 1,400 calories, and
And obviously it's very carbohydrate rich, but I explained that in the video you can find on my OnlyFans as well, on my diet, what I actually, the more nutrition part of this. And it's, yeah, I eat pretty simple meals, whatever I feel like is nice, and then I add in supplements. So when it's basically only carbohydrates, I'll eat a protein bar after. I ended up taking 2 ketone shots also, and a protein shake right after. So that was also about 500, maybe 600 calories. But again, burned 1800. So there's definitely a lot of refueling here to make sure I'm ready for another day tomorrow. But let's make another pizza.
This guy right here is super loaded mozzarella meatball pizza.
And now it's dinner time for one guy.